Where is he moving? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's shooting at someone. Let's go.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
Bye, friends. Using the other guy as a meat shield.
Disengaging automated flight control routine.
Minor misunderstandings. Don't we love the minor misunderstandings? I get those all the time. People just need to stop and think about things. What you're trying to communicate, you know? Oh, something's happening. Something is happening. Oh, what's it doing? Oh, it's charging something. What's it doing? Is it gonna yeet us out? What is this? Oh, and they're turning yellow. Whoa, what is that? I don't even know if anything's happened to my ship right now. Oh! Ho! Well, we got yeeted somehow. We got yeeted, that's for sure. Oh, we got yeeted. How fast are we going? Oh, we don't even know. 5,000. 5,000 meters per second. My prediction was right. It was gonna yeet us straight out of the cloud. Oh. Clip that.
Oh no.
Here they come.
I think we need to do some repairs. Or is this like where you gotta do the hydrate your streamer because there's like your streamer is your Tamagotchi. Please, chat, let me drink water. I'm so parched. Thank you, Radio Silence. I was only joking around, but it's like the dystopian version. Everyone's a streamer and they have to rely on chat letting them eat. Chat, it's been 4 days. Can I have a ham sandwich, please?
You're doing?
It works.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm working on getting the Sussex bark we need.
All right, all right, Scratch. Go get near.
Oh my god.
Good boy. There we go. Howdy, howdy, everyone. Welcome on in. And, yeah, we're just going to do some laid-back colonization today. And, whatnot. Care for a can of food. What kind of food? Is it mustard? Is it a can of mustard? Is it yummy? Watch streak 25. Hot damn. There we go. Now that I've actually stopped just... Yeah, I've got a fairly consistent schedule now. And not just throwing streams out willy-nilly. People gonna have streaks. Can of grenade. Sounds like they'd be like the grenade energy drink, and it's in like you open it up by pulling the pin and it pops the cap. That someone do that. I know there's grenade hot sauces, but like a grenade energy drink. Colonization, but you're way out in the temple region. Well, don't worry. I'm also way out in the Lagoon Nebula. There's temple. Website was Temple. Do. Reno. It was Temple. Is that you? No, that's Jazz in Space. Wait, did I just see Temple? Where the Wait, I saw Temple in there. There it is. Okay. Why don't I see you? It must not be an open. And having the time of your life. Oh. Last few hours. Oh. For some reason I read that as line at first. And I was like, wait, what? Waiting in line. Yeah, I gotta get this Coriolis finished. Other thing I was worried, the other thing I was pondering doing on stream, but it'd probably be really boring too, is I'm building. This is gonna sound freaking insane. I'm building 7 Caspians. 7 more Caspians completely identical to my other one. And now everyone in chat is probably like, why the fuck? But there's some semblance to it. So I want to hit more of those systems, like where we got that Earth, like the Caspian only systems. Problem being, a lot of them. So if I did it with just one Caspian, I'd have to go back to a neutron star each time. And that route, to hit about 8 of them, was going to be 43,000 light years of carrier jumping. I could trim off about 20 of that by charging and storing multiple of them on the carrier. And then I could just go from base camp to base camp to base camp and jump into the stars. I'll just use them, I'll sell them when we're done, I'll just have a lot of size 8 FSDs engineered. I have a lot of other things engineered, but maybe I'll need those in the future. I'm not sure about the size 8 FSD though, unless they come out with another ship. Yeah, so it looks like it's interesting. So that apparently updated Spanch to work with a 6x neutron boost for the Caspian, but they didn't have it putting white dwarfs in to their routing, even though white dwarfs get 4x now. So it was like for example, I put on the route from like Keltum to Algenib, and it's like, oh, it'll be 4 jumps. It's like, well, you can actually do that in 2. You can go Keltum to LHS 1734, and then you can literally jump straight to Algenib. Like, but it just like, it wasn't like even considering white dwarfs apparently, but it's a start at least. I can use that to kind of work on a rough route to Colonia, because even without that, it was saying 50. So, and it was about, it gave like 7 jumps out to the start of it, which I could definitely like go just straight from Sol to a white dwarf, and then to probably a white dwarf, and then boom, I'd be at that destination anyways. So you probably get that down to like 40 something jumps. All right, so what we need here, let's Raven. What the? All right, so we need a bunch of aluminium stills to start with. We need 7,000 of that. Now let's kicking balls around. Now I'm searching for Calliope plugin. You can make Circus Garage Rock. A couple specific ideas, anyways. Gotcha.
Ship detach complete. Your glitch
Okay, out the portal again. So Desi, is there like a really good burger place in Lincoln? Because I went to one in the Haymarket that was really hyped up, and then I was by Lincolnites on Reddit, and I was just disappointed. It was not good. So I don't know what why they were hyped about that, but I want to try a really good burger somewhere in Lincoln. I just not that place, whatever it was. I can't remember what it was called now. Let me see here which one it was. A while back, but I just for some reason thought of burgers just now. Misfits, Lead Belly. I think Lead Belly. Was it Lead Belly? I think so. Hold on. It was in a corner unit. I remember that. Yeah, Lead Belly. It was Lead Belly. It just wasn't very good. I don't know if maybe I had him on an off day. Apparently there was some big volleyball game going on, but I don't know. It just the patty seemed like just like the rest of the toppings are good. It just seemed like a freaking like frozen Burger King patty. Like it was like clearly a preformed patty. I'm doing good, Kira. Only one that is exactly the level advertised and expected is Honest Apes. Well, at least they're honest. They're honest about their name too, apparently. Okay, where's Honest Apes? Because I saw that one on the hype list too. Honest Abe's Burgers and Freedom. Why did it say Burgers and Freedom in the Google search? In the suggested search, it was Honest Abe's Burgers and Freedom, but it doesn't look like the place is actually called that, is it? Looks like there's one downtown, there's one north. Like a Freedom District, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna be like, if someone named their burger joint and Freedom, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah. I don't know much about the districts in Lincoln. I was like, maybe there's a Freedom District. I know there's Havelock and down in Haymarket. I need to hit up that one restaurant, Eagle, again too. It's like there's like a restaurant, Eagle. Like last time I was at the, like a few years back, I was at the severe weather seminar that was in Lincoln. That they kind of stopped doing it at a decent time after COVID. They started doing it at a weird time, so I haven't been able to hit one since. It's like, yeah, we're gonna do this at like noon on a Thursday. Like, like it's like, why did you stop doing this on weekends? It used to be that I used to do it like every year right around my birthday in April. And it was on a weekend so I could hit it. And then they started like, yeah, we're going to do it like on Thursday, a random Thursday in October in the middle of the day. So, like, I guess I'll have to try Honest Apes. Lead Belly was, I don't know, it was just no. Like...
Landing gear deployed. Hull integrity compromised. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
right, head back over to that other system again. Does my voice seem... Hold on, I'm not muted. It's... Sorry, let me not do that when I'm... Get some bites of our burger here. Nom, 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 nom. I have talk back. I just don't know why I sound muffled. I don't sound muffled to you guys, do I? Maybe just my ears are clogged up or something. I don't know. Flashburg gun. Yeah, did we... I think we lost all the ones at Omaha, right? Or was there one remaining? I know we used to have Smashburger. We had, what was... Oh, I'm horrible remembering names of places. We had somewhere that was featured on a TV show recently. But I was like, I'll go check them out, I suppose. Let me find it here. Bites of our burger here. Nom 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 nom. Oh yeah, hide slides. There we are. Get some bites of our burger here. Yeah, Sinful was as long as you didn't get. There was one of them that was just gross. I can't remember which sin it was. I tried it once. I was just like, like they were using really weird cheese. The rest of them were good though. Don't remember. There was one that was just like, okay, I get. I think it was gluttony. It's like, okay, I get it, gluttony, but oh my god, lay off the fake cheese. It was, it was just way too much cheese. I remember. They like it was like in between grilled cheese sandwiches, and then they had like cheese in the patties, and then they had cheese on the patties, and then it was just like. It was too much, and it was not good cheese. If it was good cheese, sure. Like if it was mozzarella or something in there, you know, something that was subtle for that much. When you're having that much cheese, you don't want a strong flavor. But they were using like Velveeta or whatever. Well, it wasn't actually Velveeta, but it was like really strong American cheese. And it was like way too much. But yeah, some of the other stuff. I remember was their Wrath was their spicy one, I think, right? As I was trying to think of a name for that Earth, like we discovered too, with the breaking the lowest record too, and I was trying to think something like the Circles of Hell or something too, because it's like, oh yeah, it's you go there and you can never leave kind of thing. Get some bites of our burger here. Nom 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 nom. It's down low, low, low. In the heavens above, you know. So I was like, get something that like references like, you know, maybe like the Dante's Earth or something. Well, yeah, Hotel California too. No, I say yeah, like something referencing. Is Dante Alighieri? Do something subtle like Alighieri Earth. See if people get reference. It'd probably be worthwhile submitting that to the Galactic catalog, I imagine. Still waiting for EDSM to update though. I think Anthor says it should be weekly, so I don't know. He was looking at it, looked to make sure it was going to run. Want my badge? Want my badge before, God forbid, there's someone happens to find another one in one of the lower systems. That's the other reason I'm going to hit all the other lower systems. Just make sure nobody else gets one. Make sure if one of those does have an Earth, like I get it too. Oh, I do. I just have to build the other 7 Caspians. Hence the large loan I took out from the Squadron Bank. Which I will put back in there once I sell those things again. But it's like 2 billion worth of fucking Caspians.
Contact. Dispatching ground crew.
But I did test. It looks like you are able to store multiple ships with their charges on a carrier, even after doing a jump and self-destruct. It keeps them all. So
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
that will save me like 20,000 light years of jumps, which is great. Space Warfare. Yeah, if you like Space Warfare, we got Space Warfare in Elite right now, too. As a community goal. I'm just hauling today. I really should do the community goal at some point, but got so many other things on my checklist.
Landing coupler disengaged.
I guess I could. If I built a Type 11 and then went and I could get my. Oh, I'm not on the Keza account though. Get the Keza account up to the 100 level on Power Play with the mining in there somewhere. If mining reinforcements available, that is. Well, I think the game. I think I read it's on sale on Steam. Maybe you can get it. Come join us.
Allow for increased traffic flow in this sector, Commander.
7,000 millimeter coiled gun onto your ships in Elite. So, how big is the huge cannon? Anyone who plays Elite knows what would actually be like the bore of the huge cannon. It's big enough that you could, like, when you're on foot standing next to it, like your character could crawl in the barrel.
All clear. Have a safe trip, Commander.
And almost stand up, if I remember correctly.
3, 2, 1, engage.
This is not like a direct measurement, but I mean, it's a big cannon. Maybe I have a ship with one equipped that I can. Let me see if I have one on the carrier. You think it'd be about a 2,000 millimeter cannon? Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, the 2 meters. Maybe roughly. Darn. Okay. But you got a big cannon. To be fair, you know, you don't really have personally flyable capital ships in this game. The actual capital ships probably have something like that, though. Granted, in lore, the huge plasma accelerators are supposed to be able to glass cities, but you just don't get that in the gameplay capability. But supposedly, lore-wise, they're able to like glass an entire town. You know, we also haven't really checked out the updates to the on-foot stuff. I don't know where I would do that, though, out here in Lagoon. We don't really have the on-foot conflict zones. I think are probably still broken in colonies. Maybe they're not, though. Maybe they did fix that with this thing, but who knows. Yeah, well, the capital ships you get in Elite are battle cruisers. At least the Farragut and the Federal's Farragut and the Majestic class interdictor there are technically also battle ships. That's their main thing, is to support in battles. And then you have mega ships, are probably the more standard, what you would think of as a capital ship, I imagine.
Docking request granted.
Well, yeah, they still gotta at least be, you know, defeatable, obviously, but at least they're not absolutely pants on head stupid anymore. Hopefully. Assumably, they're not pants on head stupid anymore. Because, man, were they dipshits before. Yeah, I wish we could build mega ships and route and trouble and make prisons, please. Like, let us make a detention colony, especially for now that we're getting out to places like Lagoon.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Oh, not really much better. Well, I'm mainly looking for, like, apparently the plasma weapons are much better. Hey, did my audio cut out there, or was it just my chart? Wait, I picked up aluminum. What? Didn't I?
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing.
Yeah, the prisons are for, like, when you, if you get a crime, you're sent to those, and if, you know, some of these colonies that are far out, it sends you annoyingly far away. Yeah, like, as I've said before, like, let us just make a detention center facility. Give it, like, 100 light year exclusion radius. Only one can be in that radius. And the system can't have anything else in it besides that, and that's your primary port, and that prevents anything else from being built. And, you know, boom, give some use to those dang single star systems and actually make it so when you commit a crime in, you know, some far off nebula, you're not sent 3,000 light years back to the bubble or whatever. Or Bernard's Loop for frick. Yeah, it's like Bernard's Loop. You can make it like Bernard's Loop, you get sent back to the bubble. It's annoying. I think it's like right outside Robogos where it sends you to, if I remember correctly. And of course you could have the Reddit care bear. It's like, well, you know, that means some consequences in your crime punishment system you can't incur. And it's like, well, maybe my crime wasn't ganking. Maybe my crime was freaking scanning a beacon and getting a, you know, or bumping a ship in a mail slot and having a notoriety and can't pay it off. Bullshit, you know? It's a Pleiades. Bernard sends you a Pleiades. That's right. It's the same place then. Lording is punished by death. That's what I did when I was ganking it during the CG at the glowing plants or whatever. When everyone is in park there, I just pop in like, loitering is punishable by death, and just open fire. It's like, hey, you know, it is in this. Canonically, it is. Or sometimes they make a snark if they're at a certain power. I think like an Antal guy once, I was just like, cultists aren't welcome here. And then shot them. Although the one I probably felt the most bad about, there was someone I told him where one of the secret forests were, because there were forests that weren't mapped with actual POIs. Told them where the secret forest was, and then I found them later at him. I was like, you'll be safe from gankers there. How dare you be on the map? That map really tied the room together. Now you've just like put your greenness on it. All right, nice. Okay, that must be you. I assume that's in Temple. Alrighty, there we go. I don't know if I just forgot to pick up aluminium. Actually forgot to pick up aluminium last time, or if I just was dumb and sold it and I didn't realize I sold it. Being distracted by chat. I think this is near the distance. I think they were shooting towards Omega after this. Let's see if I can see their line here then. Hey, J-Dog, how's it going? They were going towards... Where's Omega? Went down a bit. Okay. They went out a bit first for some reason. I think they're going towards Trifid too, I imagine. So they're going towards Trifid. And then they're also going towards... Oh, no, they're... Okay, they've reached Trifid. Okay, they just did a little arm stretch thing. And then were they going to Omega after that? Yeah, looks... Okay, so... Looks like they're working towards Omega. Wait, how does that work? What the heck? How did they clear that gap? What the? That's more than 15 light years. What is this? How the hell? Oh, previously established. Okay, that must be one of the bridge mega ships. Okay, so they're out to there then. I was like, how did they do that? The Trifid's kind of okay, but I'll probably also build a system in Omega and hopefully build it faster this time. If they're going to reach to NGC 6357 ever too. Eagle Nebula. It's a shame they didn't manually make this too, because the Pillar's creation. Like, come on. One of the most famous nebula formations, and they just made it a generic. I believe they are eventually moving towards Colonia. I need to get on finishing this Coriolis, and then I gotta BGS ourselves. Oh, I'm not. I'm in the other system loading. I'm like, where are we? For a moment.
Allow for increased traffic flow in this sector, Commander. Request approved. Set down on landing pad 2.
Yeah. So with the you always got so much to do, because I got to build the 7 Caspians. I got to work on building the 7 Caspians tomorrow. That way I can visit more of the Caspian only systems. Maybe find another record-breaking Earth like. That record-breaking Earth like really got me wanting to visit more of those bad boys. Why is it... Okay, why is the 3D compass pointing at that, not my landing pad? What in the world? Where is 25? Why is the 3D compass not...
Please reduce your speed, Commander.
Right? Like, I was just flabbergasted.
Deploy landing gear.
Oh, it's a huge deal in exploration. Cause yeah, it's like, cause the lower reaches already, outside of the ones like the new Caspian only, almost like people have like delved down as far as you can go. Like most of the lowest systems are out around the center. You know, for procedurally generated ones. So people have already like, a lot of people like, you know, going for those like highest lowest records. So a lot of the highest lowest systems that were reachable before have already been looked at, and so getting it lower is great, but like having an Earth-like in it, which is already one of the rarest finds in exploration, was just insane. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Spanch could logs, at least the ones that have data sent to them, but that should probably be about right, I'd imagine. Because really, the only things that even now have the distance from their nearest neighbor to be a Caspian-only system are catalog stars. So there are very few of them left, and just the fact that has one of them had a water world and an Earth-like in it, and that one being the lowest one is just insane. Towards Hawking's Gap. Wait, where? Aluminum. What am I looking for? Metals. Where's the metals? Where's the aluminium? There was aluminium here before, and there was a shit ton of it, wasn't there? Yeah, so there should have been 282,000. What the hell? What am I missing here? I am, my brain's fried apparently. I was in the cell screen. Wow. Oh, yeah, now I see Desi's message. I'm just like, dude, what am I doing? I see. Streamer curse just getting distracted by everything when you tried to think hard. Water the streamer, how's it going? There we go. With mustard. Mustard flavored soda. I'm so sad when I went down to Trails End for the was that my anniversary stream last year? Which, oh god, that's coming up too. I got a plan for that. When I got all the weird flavored sodas, I couldn't find the mustard flavored one there though, and I know they've carried it in the past. Oh yeah, the tourism interiors is so good. What in the... Oh, that's right, it's taking me that way. Oh yeah, he said the furthest was towards... Which way? Try... Oh, you give the system try... Key... Big... C25-3. Oh, I wonder. I think was that Blues Group, Phoenix Blues Group. I think was working on that. They're trying to get to the Atacarina Nebula. That'd be the right, roughly the right way for that, right? Maybe they're having to go up the arm and over or something. So flat. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's necessarily Blue's group, but I think Blue wants to get something out there, so he's helping. Somewhere. They're going somewhere. I wonder if that person ever got that water world down near Elchnev. Where was that other one we bookmarked? Oh, I don't have the... Oh, that was on Keskot and bookmarked. It was this guy, though, right? Is he still... That's, yeah, that's not it, though. It was right near there, though. It was one of these, wasn't it? Wait. Were they not even going for it? They just went past it, apparently. All right. Wasn't QEF within range? I don't remember. I could have sworn QEF was the one they needed to get in range, because I think I remember looking that up. Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay, so maybe this is the one they're actually hooking on then. I don't know. Maybe go for it, Desi. I don't know. I don't know if it, because if someone wants to build it, sure, I guess. I just don't want to go to it for the sake of going to it, right? Just like, long as someone actually builds it, you know. But yeah, let's like apparently like when we were talking, we're like, oh, he's only 2 jumps away. He's probably gonna be there. Like, we won't be able to beat him. And then like 2 weeks later, he's still not there. Like, I guess we could have. Or like, what about 2 times water world multipliers are nuts. Yeah, I wonder how's Fedman's system doing. I know we got that for Fedman. I noticed he's been completing stuff there. Oh, I need to actually target our system again.
Frameshift drive charging.
Disappointing part of Elite for me is just about any game with that option. Wait, which option? Literally just turning Lockheed Martin. Sadly, so much precedent for Elite. Wait, what do you mean you turn into Lockheed Martin? Lockheed Corporation, American Defense. Yeah, I know that one. Okay, Bethesda, Maryland. Okay. Like I just don't know what you mean by turning into them. Like, you just want to fly really fast, or you want to bomb stuff? That's what I'm wondering. What that means. Definitely not plagiarized now. Oh, someone wants to play. He launched a heatsink or something, I think. Dude. Drag him into those, hopefully. Wham, 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 wham. There we go. Now we can send the rest of the torps. Pop his drives then.
Temperature critical. Flight assist on.
There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Arms manufacturing dealer, nice.
1. Engage.
Yeah, NPC nuker. Yeah. I need to switch the... I'm basically kind of close to the same loadout on Kazaka. I just need to switch it slightly. Because I think I had... with that one, I had... 2 pack hounds, but then 3 of the reverb torpedoes or something. I just had it slightly different. It's not quite enough sometimes to bring them down. So I need more of the more pack hounds, and just the weapons loadout was same idea, just slightly different version of it, and it wasn't quite as effective. At first, I got to build 7 Caspians on my on Kazaka. 7 identical Caspians. I'm gonna have a lot of, like when I'm done with it, I'm gonna have a lot of engineered Class A Mark II frameshift drives that I can't use on anything else. I'll have a bunch of other engineered things that maybe I'll be able to use on other things, but that's the one that's like, what am I to use this for? Keep them in storage for a rainy day in case there's another ship that comes out needing Class 8s.
Landing gear deployed.
If it'll even allow the Mark II, though. That's the real question. I just spread them around as unique bubble tax. I just have one sitting in Alchidib, have one sitting on Bernard's Loop, just in case I ever need them. that's what I'd probably do with them. Might have to sell one or two. I don't think I'll need all 7 of them at the end. Pop back over now.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Yeah, but whoever wants to go to Shindez?
Frameshift
I
drive.
think that's like so 2 years ago. Or like 1 year ago, I guess. A little over 1 year. We have stronghold carriers now. Granted, I've had Atelius Orbital for so long. I haven't been to Shin in so long. Because even before the stronghold carriers, I just went to Atelius instead. Because it ended up being closer than Shid to us as it was. You haven't seen the stronghold carrier in months. Oof. I see. We have one in our home system. So we have Shinrada Desra at home. Here we're good. Okay. So we got our stronghold there. We got a stronghold carrier right here. Need some advice. Once I start doing the carrier jumps for reaching those Caspian only systems, I'd probably work on finishing this at the same time in between the 20 minutes between jumps. Nikomimi carries 3 additional ships. Being a ground support fighter named the Kitsune, one being a drop ship named the Pegasus. But I don't know what to name the dedicated bomber. Naming convention typically is a mythical creature for this series of ships. Huron? You're going, let's see, well, I guess Kitsune is not necessarily a horse, but I mean, you got Pegasus and then Kirin are like a Chinese mythological kind of horse thing. Kirin, K-I-R-I-N.
Foxtrot Sierra Niner. Conflict established.
Or maybe to go along with the or Pegasus, Sleipnir, which is, it's like a... It's like a multi-legged horse in Norse mythology. Or maybe Chupacabra.
Request approved. Set down on landing pad 40.
Yeah, it kind of goes along with the Pegasus and being like a equine creature.
Landing complete. Clear to disembark.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Back over here.
Landing coupler disengaged. Restrict.
Speaking of Chinese mythology, reminds me, what was it? I don't remember what it was. There was a Chinese like animated show. I remember they were doing for Weeb Wednesdays in Lilipop's server. I just remember I thought it was hilarious because they had like the Chinese mythology, the Mr. Rabbit. That's the Chinese version of the Man in the Moon is their thing. It's Mr. Rabbit. But because it appears that they reference that mythology too in Dragon Ball Z, and it was one of like the bad guys in the original OG season 1. But I just remember this show that they were showing Weeb Wednesdays and Lily's. It's just their version of Mr. Rabbit was just the most gay disaster ever. It was so funny. He's just this gay dude that was just such a disaster. It was so adorable.
Speed restrictions are now lifted.
2, 1, engage.
Yeah, googling that did not. Googling Chinese anime with Mr. Rabbit did not narrow the down. It's like, yeah, this, it's like main character was some sort of, I don't know what creature. I think they were a Kieran, actually. They'd like pay off a debt to this other mythical creature character. The ads up. I want to look back and look at these servers. Clue how far back it would be though. Two different versions of the song that sounds like the Jack White advertising a circus, but now I have the Cure stuck in your head now. Sounds like that. There's that one like math story problem joke that reminds me that of. It was like, oh yeah, Billy has 2 The Cure albums, and he went to the store and bought 3 more The Cure albums. How many Cure albums? You know, or it is like, what does Billy have? And it's like, A, depression. Billy has depression. Okay, there we go. It was called Fabulous Beasts. Or Yao Yan. That's what it was. But their version of Mr. Rabbit, and it was just this gay disaster that was just crushing on Cibochet the whole time, and it's so funny. Oh yeah, it looks like the main character does look like it's supposed to be a Kieran. So yeah, that's probably why that reminded me of it. It does have the Kieran horn, so I think that's what the intent is.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Probably work on designing them at some point. Which game is this you're referring to? As like ship design and whatnot? I know there's a few out there like that, right?
Freight ship drive charging.
All right. Oh, 7J dog.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Wait, making spaceships in heavily modded Minecraft. Okay. That's what high angular diameter is. Good eclipses. Oh, you want the angular diameters to match the sun. That's kind of why we have such good eclipses on Earth. Is the angular diameter of our moon and sun just happen to like pretty much perfectly match. Yeah, brake starting there. .5 degree for ours, but the observer keeps pointing out some around 40 degrees. Yeah. Don't want to park away and for a screenshot, but yeah, it might take a while or such.
Zorgan Peterson, Foxtrot Sierra Niner. This is the Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander. Position authorized. Cleared for landing on docking bay 40.
You know, what was it? It was like after the last eclipse too. I had someone in the CA Discord try to calculate out when the actual next eclipse for like the 3300, like the in-game time was be. I think it was like going to be near the end of last year. It just we never ended up doing it. We should have done that and see if we could have caught the in-game eclipse on Earth.
Scan detected.
That would have been fun.
3,000 meters from touchdown.
Probably, you know, there's usually eclipse fairly often somewhere in the world, to be fair. Probably another even upcoming one from 3311. The simulation should all actually be accurate enough that you'd be able to get it. There's a few hours difference in the time though because it doesn't simulate leap years or whatever into the future calendars. Ended up. See, that's one. It's a crazy math because it's like the day is like the Earth's actual day is like 24 hours 58 minutes something or other, like 24 hours 58 minutes 13 seconds or something. And so that's the difference, is that a lot of that doesn't get corrected for because of the lack of simulating the leap years in the thing. So you gotta figure out what the actual real time is, because it's like the actual galactic simulation that is present 3311 is technically would be a few days different than the actual calendar date. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be like a ground one. As I said, it wouldn't be quite the same, but it would still be cool to be able to like do that as like, it would have been like a cool stream. Be like, okay, we calculate where the it's going to be, and actually show how our math works and do it. And the problem was we didn't know if the was forward or back or something. I don't know. There was some issues like we didn't have the exact time because we didn't know that the simulation treated something.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I knew it was in there somewhere. We calculated something.
Ship released. You're clear
Use
to
the surface. Well, I think the new feature is supposed to be the operations. I think that was the new feature. Because they said they intended it to ship this year, but then they had the slight delay into next year for operations. I mean, most of the new features are mashing features together, let's be fair. I mean, colonization was definitely a big one, but like, what was it? Vanguards. It was just mashing, some of the perk system into, some of the other systems into the squadrons, Some of the power play perk stuff and just engaging it into squadrons. Oh, I heard that at first was, oh no, inner scutum. I'm like, wait, what? Hopefully operations will be good at, supposedly they're gonna merge, or meld together more sensibly the ship-based and foot-based stuff. Because before it was like you kind of really you set out like I'm gonna do ship stuff today, I'm gonna do foot stuff today, but you never really had a mix of it very well, for any reason other than just because you wanted to mix them. But like getting something where it's like, oh, you get a little bit of the ship stuff, then a little bit of the on foot stuff would be really good. Like something on foot that leads into finding something like data you need to do your ship mission, stuff like that. Like. The pirate assassination, except for you need to go to this this one base to find out data about them or whatever, or the vice versa, you need to go blow up a ship of a known pirate to find out where he docked recently and left his comrade, and then you have to go there and crime scan all the NPCs there until you figure out which one's his associate in crime, He'll try to shoot you. How dare you upload Mr. Fluffykins to our servers? Snowball here is the best cat. How dare you put Mr. Fluffykins on our servers? Someone wants to play.
Flight 65. Cargo suit deployed. Under attack. Taking damage. Cargo suit retracted.
Mr. Dracula Bloodstone. No shields for you, Mr. Dracula Bloodstone. Once you let those torpedoes hit you, mister. got 1, 2. There we go. Why is the pack hound's not locked?
Temperature critical.
There we go. Now for the Atano Circus. No frame shift for you.
Flying citizen bomb. Target destroyed. Frame shift drive charging.
Where's the nut target? Where is the thing?
Frame shift drive charging.
There's the thing.
3, 2, 1.
Then a rebel make a ship hack points until an escape pod with your faction spine to retrieve and run like hell. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Rescue missions in that way. So I hope they do the like, because they have that on foot, or that, well, not on foot, but they have the Expanse game Owlcat Games is doing coming out, I think next year. It has like on foot combat too, but like in the trailer they had it where you're like, one of the characters walking on the ceiling to, somewhere on the ground, somewhere on the ceiling, and they're walking on the ceiling using mag boots. It's like, I hope they do that really well, because that'd be freaking so cool to do. Yeah, the zero. Yeah, they also showed the rocket grenade or whatever. They just tossed around the corner and then it flew down the hall on its own. But yeah, just love that scene too. She like threw the smoke grenade at them, and then while they were unable to see her, she switched to the ceiling. And they were looking at the smoke, and then she's just shooting down from her head, and she's like, "Ah, yeah, Earthers, they never look up." I was like, "Oh yeah." Or yeah, I was like, in your loader, never look up.
Hull integrity compromised.
It's like, I hope that translates to the gameplay as cool as that freaking looked. 896 aluminum left.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Our lovely water world here. Yeah, 10 out of 10, no notes. I love the slow space stuff too. Oh, that was such a crazy scene too with the belter slingshotting too, and then they hit the ring and just stop. Move this back around there to Delta Squadron DSS-01. And we have not a full load of aluminium this time. You gotta remember that. check that. Approach right on in there.
Logan Peterson, Foxtrot Sierra 9.
Get docking permission.
Commander, request docking permission prior to touching down. Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 39.
In we go. There we go. Now the 3D compass is pointing properly. I don't know why I did that wrong that one time.
Landing successful. Dispatching ground crew.
All right, let's see. We need 896 aluminium is all this time. $665 copper.
Cargo hold.
408 of it looks like.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear to leave.
Berman Frog Killer, eh?
Scan detected.
There we go. Okay. Get over there.
Freight drive charging.
There we go. Finally out of mass lock. I still need to edit and get a clip version or a short form video version of that when we discovered that the lowest Earth like for going into our clip compilation. And for being able to summon it too on demand. overshot that slightly. Oopsie doopsie. Loop of shame, yeah. Not quite as shameful when it's SCO, though. I think everyone overshoots with the SCO quite often. Oh, 707. Eventual progress is on this dang thing. We land, see what percent we're actually at. We got most of the big ticket items besides the CMM composites, I think. That's gonna be the real slog. And how much cargo can the Caspian hold? It might be a good CMM hauler if it's a slightly decent amount. But yeah, steep glide, whatever that it does. Picked up your favorite green. Where are we? Hold on. They're having like sales every day, right, or something? Great. Like, I hit the sale tab. The cheapest thing in there is 5,000 arcs. Where does the free stuff show up? I'm not seeing it currently.
Docking successful. Engines.
It's in there right now? See anything that matches that description. Yeah, this is, I don't see. I don't know where what I'm missing. It's in the DLC.EliteDangerous.com, right? Oh, sorry, I forgot to actually do the permit there for you, but I got it. Okay, huh. How do you get to that from the DLC.EliteDangerous.com? They're like, where are they actually showing those from there? Oh, Festive Giveaway. They're hiding it a little bit. I see now. Okay. Let me go redeem those for my my 2 accounts. Yeah, I should redeem it for Amelie too. Who knows? Yeah, at least I know. Because I won't be able to remember that. But now I know how to get to it from DLC.EliteDangerous.com, though. TK Aphelion, Ion Green. Add to cart. Back. That could work on Kez, too. Fractional Orange. Add to cart. And what was the other one? Mandalay blue thing. I don't really ever fly the Mandalay though, but you know it's free, so I I just have really no desire to fly the Mandalay that often. Outside of it using it as a taxi, basically. Yeah. It's like I don't know when I'll use it, but I don't really fly the Mandalay anymore. It kind of got obsoleted by the Corsair. At least for me. For an exploration ship, I prefer the Corsair. I mean, obviously less jump range, but you know, preference. It was like that Reddit argument. I had some. I don't get some people sometimes. Okay, so we're doing that on the Neve account, perfect. And now I should do that on the Hezekiah account. Like, there's some people that just like, it's like so they have the weirdest like attitude, like with the game too. Like this guy was just like arguing with him too. He's like, anyone who flies any exploration ship other than the, you know, what the Caspian are just idiots. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, what the? It's like what? Like, it's like, well, maybe landing in rough terrain or whatever. He's like, you don't need to land in rough terrain. The stratum tectonicus is not there. I'm like, okay, what if you're wanting to do something besides stratum tectonicus? So like, then you're dumb for doing. You're wasting your time. In a great game like Elite, efficiency and earning your credits is the most important thing ever. Blah 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 blah. And the Caspian can get you to the, you know, the next system with the known stratum tectonicus faster. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, not all explorers just go and chain stratum tectonicus that like people have already discovered. That's not exploration. That's just going and scanning piles of moss that someone else has already scanned. That's not exploration. He's like, no, that's exploration. What you're talking about, going and finding this, that's not exploration. What the hell is like? Yeah, he's just like, he's like, this is, you know, in a game like Elite, you know, efficiency and the grind is the most important. It's like, if you are so bored by this game that you consider it a grind, why the fuck are you playing it? Like, I don't understand the people, and it's like you see those people way more often than like makes any sense. Yeah, and like way more than you would think, Rinsler. Like, you see him so much on the. I think when it was the scanning the blue plants thing, they like came out of the woodwork. It was so ridiculous. They're like, I can't wait for the CG to be over so I can go do something else. It's like, or you can just go do something else. Like, you don't need to sit there and keep scanning them. Just get 75% and go do something else, bud. like it's enforcing you. Just because it's a community goal doesn't mean you have to do it. Like, there were like these people that just like assumed like, oh, because it's a community goal, I have to do it. Like, it's like, no. It's like, I don't get those people. It's so weird. Yeah, but I mean, at least if you like it, but like if you're then, like if you're in, as long as you understand, you could go do something else, sure. Like, but these people are like acting like if they went and did something else, they would just like, I don't know. It's so weird. Right? Like someone like, I've been scanning here for hours. I'm so bored. I want to do something else. It's like, I'm sure you've had enough to be in the 75. Go do something else. Like then. And like you had it during the Thargoid War too. People just like, I'm so sick of fighting Thargoids every single day. And it's like, then don't. Wait for the Titan to be vulnerable, then go do it. Like, there's some people have the strangest attitude where there's like, and you see it a lot with like community goals. People won't like, they'll just like there's this niche group of people that see community goal and think mandatory activity or something. It's so alien to me. Like, if you don't like it, why? Kind of sad. I know. I was talking with Borsch earlier too, being like, I wish it was like once a year, have a Titan show up, the community rallies around and beats its ass. You know, this is once a year. You know, just bring that back once a year. Yeah, it's not exclusive to Elite. I see it in gaming forums all the time. People are like, I got to go on. Like, I got to go on and do my dailies in Guild Wars 2. And it's like, or if you don't want to do it, just don't? Like, the whole point of a game is to have fun? Yeah, the Thargoid. Yeah, every New Year they just end up happen to show up right on our New Year every year. That'd be so funny. That way, and Elite could just that'd be a good time to do it too, because the devs, if they already have like the stuff, they can just kind of drop the code and they already can set up the events. Just drop it in. It lasts a few weeks. They don't really have to maintain it all that much, because I'm sure they already know the right amount of balance to make it last a few weeks. You know. After 8 of them, I hope they know that.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Yeah, but the difference there is you find that fun at least. It's like just the people that just like will sit there and be like, I hate doing this. It's like, why are you doing it? Like, I know there's like with the scanning the blue thing stuff too. There are some players they're like, I don't even need the suit, but I got to be in the top 75% just because I need the reward, even though I already have the reward. I just, you know, so they could say I got the reward. You know, they had that like attitude. It was just like I don't really need to be doing this, but you know, I just have to because there's a reward. It's like, oh my gosh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Which I was apparently, I think it was funny. I got the suit on NiamhKami, and then I didn't get the suit on Kezika. I was one scan short of 75% on Kezika. But it doesn't matter. I already had a suit with night vision on Kezika, so I wasn't too concerned there. And I was exactly the amount I needed for 75% on NiamhKami, because I was like, okay, I do want the suit on Niamh, because I don't have one with night vision yet on Niamh. And that's just an easy way to do it. Yo. Because it's like me, like with the power play on my other account, like I'm still not rank 100 on Kezika, because it's like I don't really terribly enjoy power play. I'll just get there when I get there, doing the stuff I do enjoy. Yeah, and I enjoyed scanning them for the time that I did. They were scenic. But like, and yet people complaining about it in system chat too. They're like, I'm so bored scanning, and it's like, I've been here for hours. It's like, then it's like, I'm sure you have enough at this point. The only daily you do somewhat regular is opening the 2 card packs in Pokemon. Gotcha. Yeah, that's like my view on the power play too. It's like, okay, well, I'll get the merits while I'm doing stuff I already do. You know, I'll eventually get there. You know, I don't really need any of the particular modules. I just needed the prismatics. Those are the only. That's the one I kind of wish they would have generalized to and not kept a power play one, because it's like a lot of people like will pledge Ashlings just so they can get the prismatics unlocked first, because like that's actually integral to some builds, whereas a lot of the rest of the pretty much all the other power play modules are flavor, right? They're not like an actual meta one, whereas like the prismatics really kind of are. For shield tanks, what you need. Like, prismatics really, I think they should have given Ashley something else, because prismatics kind of really fit with the trio. You got the normal shields, then you got the weaker and fast charging ones, and then you got the stronger and slower charging ones. It's like a nice little trio, except for that one happens to be locked behind power play. Particular person.
Access granted. Set down on landing pad 2-4.
The scans, because it had a suit. Yeah, someone could get it if they needed, yeah. People actually swapping?
Maintain heading and slow to approach speed, Commander.
Like, she's gonna win regardless of people swapping, and it's not like people aren't going to get the Prismos. Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's not. We don't know yet, but I can't imagine. Like, unless FDev wants a pitchfork, like an actual in-person pitchfork raid on their headquarters. Like, they're not gonna be like, okay, only Ashling players will ever be able to get this. Like, I'm sure it's gonna be a case where, okay, Prismatics will get a pre-engineered version that you can unlock at Tech Brokers. The Ashling players will maybe get a free one, but then anyone else will, once they unlock Prismatics, will have it also unlocked for the purchase at Tech Brokers in the standard pre-engineered style. I really doubt they would do anything different than that. Like, I really doubt they would do something where, like, oh, well, you didn't pledge to Ashling during that one particular CG. Too bad, so sad. You'll never get these. Yeah, look at the cargo racks. But like, at least, yeah, the cargo racks are kind of, but like, they at least were like, okay, if you participate in the CG, you're gonna get it. Like, having it where, like, okay, you participate in the CG, but too bad you lost, so sad, get wrecked, is a little bit different. At least with the cargo rack ones, if you participated and you were high enough, you were guaranteed to get them, right? Like, if they made it where they said at the start of the CG, because they said, you know, you'll get the, you know, stuff, and then they changed it halfway through, and they're just like, oh, if you're on the losing side, too bad, so sad. Like, I don't think they'll actually prevent that. I think there'll be a pre-engineered version of it. Yeah, they like with the cargo. They should at least let the engineering, like, it'd be like, okay, you got the pre-engineered one, but like, have a recipe for the 5s and 6s. It's the 5 and 6s that had the special thing, right? Yeah. Like, give it an engineerable recipe. Maybe make it worth the... And even have it have grades or whatever could work too. I don't know, probably Ashling. Like, I haven't even been looking. Where is the frickin' thing? It's like, one of my characters is out in Lagoon, and my other character is prepping to go out 7 more Caspian-only systems, so I haven't really been paying attention. I think our squad carrier's out there. Well, it was. Where did our squad carrier get moved back to? Did our squad carrier go back to Kelton? Hey, Jegamus Prime, what's going on? What's going on over there? Where did the squad carrier go? Where did Laborado take our squad carrier? Anyways. Yeah, I don't even know who's winning. Our squad carrier been taken to. I know it was over there the other day. Wait, carrier. They're a small enough squadron. I just opened it to pretty much all of our members. I was just like, if you want to borrow the squad, just carrier. Like, nobody's using it. Just like, open it to everyone else, because it was kind of like office before, and it was like, okay, just ask the officer if you want to use it. But I'm like, now I'm just like, you can just use it. Just make sure no one else is using it. Oh, it's over there somewhere still. Why is my icon not showing it then? Installations. Yeah, where's my squad carrier icon missing now? Oh, there it is. It's just in the mess. I swear that was not there before. Jagmas raid. The stream going. We're just building stuff. It's been going pretty good. See what I actually need to buy here before I get too distracted with chat. I needed why is it saying I need aluminum still? Did I seriously go there before and not turn it in? I did, didn't I? The lovely distraction of chat. I bought it, I went there, landed, didn't turn it in, then flew back to the station. I think That's what I did. Pretty Princess players are getting Pretty Princess Prisma pre-inches. I might change. I don't want to need wide mechanics. I don't know. It's I really highly doubt they would limit it to only Aisling players. That would lead in so much backlash. They're just gonna make it that I think at worst it'll be like, okay, Aisling players get a free 1 or 2 of them, you know, and then everyone has access to them after that or something for the tech broker or unlocks.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I'm way out there. That's right, Raging Furball, I'm way out there. Voice, thank you. And when we assume that'll be what happens. I know, yeah, it's all assumptions at this point. I just really can't see them limiting like that without there just being... or at the very least, if they do, and then the community just has the most massive pitchfork rally you've ever seen in the game yet, and then they go back on it. Yeah, it would just... Like, if someone, like, basically that had good points on Reddit said, like... They, like, FDev is clearly developing power play, wanting it to be more conflict-oriented, having it more even, blah, blah, blah. This would simply go against that. It would exacerbate the existing problems of it being one-sided, etc. Because if they did that, then everyone and their mother that's, you know, outside of pretty much hardcore role players, are going to just switch to Aisling. Like, well, you know, might as well just go over there. If they, you know, we can't access this any other way, we'll just all go there. Because we can, you know... The only place you can get literally everything, if that was the case, you know? So that's why I don't see them doing that either. It would just so overblow the already issue of Aisling having the most players. Yeah. Like, it is already Empire skewed pretty strong because Aisling has a lot of players and Orisa has a fair amount of players too. Yeah, it's a weird one. The second place Powers Alliance with Alliance CG is dead last. Yeah, because it's like Mahan in Power Play 1.0 was... I don't remember why, but Mahan was like hugely popular besides Aisling in Power Play 1.0. Hey, Shockwave Streams, how's it going? How's it going? Oh, 7, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Storm Chaser crew. I know a lot of Power Play 2.0, the Edmund had a good starting position. They started from a good position, kind of the opposite of Torval. Torval was so, like, nobody went to Torval in 1.0, but then she's actually has some good benefits for a lot of people in 2.0. So Torval started just bottom of the barrel, like half of the 11th place. They had like half the systems of the 11th place power. But now, you know, and then now you actually have enough players and we're not the 12th place anymore. I don't know if that's Patrius. So a lot of the Patrius players went to Torval with Power Play 2.0.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
In the Antal, it could be better, yeah. Because you guys are having issues fighting with like Liang Yui, I think too. Because Liang Yui just like kind of stomps over everything when they get around. At least because they have a kind of, you got the herding cats issue too. A lot of like Liang Yui, Liang Yui, Aisling are definitely magnets for randoms that don't really subscribe to the command structure and follow the treaties and alliances that the command groups have set up, so you end up having these these issues, like especially when Sutil Relics go live and LYR just their LYR is like, no, we aren't going to attack this, and then just random players from LYR are attacking, and they're like we put out a thing telling people to stop, but just the random people are doing it. You know, it's kind of the issue. Yeah, we get paid LR Lucis. Yeah, because that's probably a lot. They're a very popular one as well for that. People like that 15% discount stuff. You don't have to pledge them for that, but they like spreading that, you know. And then Ashling has a lot of people just that are like, oh well, it's the quickest way to unlock the prismatics early, and that's like that's the one kind of noise. It's like it's objectively the one power play module that's like you need to have this in your outfitting repertoire for certain builds. Like the other ones are nice flavored versions, but like prismatics, it's like it's kind of part of the actual basic the triple version of, you know, normal shields and, you know, weak and fast charge and then strong and slow charge. You know, you got the makes the spectrum, right? You got this way on the shields, or this way, you got the normal, or you can go stronger, you know, and then or you can go weaker, but yeah, the inverse is the charging time. Yeah, Grom had a lot of good, apparently a lot of randoms too, I think too. He has like a lot of bonuses now in 2.0, doesn't he? I remember someone arguing on Reddit too, is like about like they're like nobody's it was Grom too. They're like nobody's actually no group is in charge of Grom power play. It's like, okay, of any of the powers, that's the one that actually objectively can say there is a group in charge of it, because Grom was placed into the game because a certain squadron won a competition. Like EG pilots, like canonically are the leadership. Like, or was it EG Union, I think. It's like Grom exists because of that squadron winning something and earning the right to make a power for themselves. Like the other groups I can kind of get you saying, but Grom, no. Like, yeah. It's like of all the ones, this is like, yeah, no, there's like gameplay mechanic wise at this point, yeah, there's not like you don't have a group that can kick people out of the, you know, the power or whatever. There's not a leadership, but it's like of any of the ones, it's like it's like can't say Grom doesn't have an official leadership, you know, a group of players that can be recognized as the official leadership because it was created by a player group. Just looked at the board. Nobody likes Denton. Yeah, like, it's like I don't know. Their bonus is bad. I don't know what the thing is, or if it's just like Empire people are just gonna be like, they're like, I don't know. I don't know why people don't like Denton in 2.0. I haven't looked, because our whole space around CEA used to be all like Denton space too. But then like right before Powerplay 2.0, for whatever reason, Kelton flipped to Torval, and then I was like, well, I guess we'll go to Torval in 2.0. And then East India Company also went from, well, CEA didn't really align to anything in Powerplay 1.0. We worked with Denton, be like, okay, we'll avoid taking this system or that system because of the way they had their bonuses for certain faction types. So it was like we had like a system or two that, because there was like one system that we had an agreement to not take, and then when Powerplay 2.0 came out, I was like, yes, we can take this now, guys, and we went and took it, because it's like now it doesn't matter for CA, because Denton didn't like corporations. And then I know East India Company, they were mostly generally Patriots in 1.0, but they went back to being Torval in 2.0. So that was a huge loss of player numbers. There was losing the East India Company, pushing for Denton Patriots as their like main power. Yeah, the Denton is canonically a huge Ashling simp too, which is why it's funny. Because like if you've read the official the Drew Wager novels, one of them too, Denton calls like gets a meeting with Ashley and talks about like some random topic, like something about the plot for like 2 seconds, and then is like, please date, and then it basically goes to please date me again, please. Like, and she's just like, oh, I'm done with this, bye. So that's why you called me here. It was so funny. All right, we need 257 copper. Yeah, he's down bad. Yeah, it was so funny because he like called the meeting. It's like, oh yeah, it was something with Salami. Like, oh yeah, she's doing something in this system or other. We should keep an eye on her. By the way, would you like to go maybe get dinner again sometime? And Ashley's like, no. Are you sure we could try our thing again? And she's like, yeah, no, I have places to be, Denton. He's like, you sure we can, there's a good restaurant down the road. And she's like, yeah, I really, I got somewhere to be, bud. Like, it was so awkward. It was hilarious. I loved it.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Jeez, Brad, please. Especially starts in the background. Yeah. I just imagine Ashley be like, yeah, but that haircut there, bud. you gotta fix that hair, bud, there, eh? Like, I just imagine Ashley doing that.
Scan detected.
I like how one of the graffitis for Patriot Systems, though, is Patriot says funny hair.
Scan detected.
430 cargo? Okay. Yeah, there's been a few instances of just chat exploding on me tonight. There was one, like, because I asked something once. Also, I had like a YouTube chat and like 3 Twitch chats come in all of it. It was like my light flashed red and then purple, and my headphone was like ding 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 ding. I'm like, oh my god. Stay at 7. This does not want to stay at 7 for some reason, even though I have it at 75. Can't multitask. If you ask you a question while in game, I'll die in game. The hard drive will fail and the cat will throw up. Yeah, I think we've noticed that tonight too. That I the time I went to the station and the back there. Oh, someone wants to play.
Flight assist on. Cargo suit deployed. Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat. Under attack. Taking damage.
Valerian Cobalt. One is hit. The other one's about to hit, it looks like. There, they hit. Pack hounds, get the lock on there, pack hounds.
Flight assist on. Flight assist on. Heat sink deployed. Cargo suit deployed. Cargo suit retracted. Cargo suit deployed. Cargo suit deployed. Warning. Temperature critical. Cargo suit deployed. Cargo suit retracted. Warning.
Gotta stay out of the 500 range.
Cargo suit deployed.
They have a 500-meter arm range.
Cargo suit retracted. Under attack.
Oh, well, this guy has some decent armor. Let's, maybe we'll get him in time. Ah, dang. Okay. He has some really good armor on that thing, apparently.
Flight assist on. Heat sink deployed.
There's another method that we have at our disposal. We can aim.
Retracted. Cargo suit deployed.
Ah, dang it, he keeps doing that. Well, you have one premium. Let's just do that. You can just do that while we're at it. Hopefully that'll be enough.
Cargo suit retracted.
Why did that not,
Weapons rearmed.
There we are. Why did that take so long?
Cargo suit deployed. Cargo suit retracted.
He's got some sort of point defense hitting a few of them, because I see some early explosions. He have point defense on there? Let's see. Oh yeah, he has 2 point defense. Let's take those out.
Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Heat sink deployed. Under attack.
Alright, there's 1 point defense. Both point defense are finally down now. I've noticed the point defense, it will hit some of the pack hounds at least. Especially when they go in that straight mode.
Flight assist on. Cargo suit deployed.
Don't you matrix dodge me?
Cargo suit retracted. Flight assist off.
He had a heck of a ton of armor on this guy though. Usually this build nukes pretty much any NPC.
Weapons rearmed.
There we go. We gotta add in about a minute anyways, so. How much armor does this man have? He's still at 15 after that. Guy better be worth it at this point.
Weapons rearmed.
So beautiful.
Freight ship terminal detected.
Like half of them missed. What the, did he have an ECM too? He probably had an ECM. Man, it's like the anti-missile apparently. shift drive charge. Oh, can I catch up to him? I don't think so. Ramming speed? Nope. Whatever. He goes to live another day. That man had armor. Yeah, I probably should have targeted his drives.
3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning. Temperature critical.
And then dare him to start Switch streaming. That's fun. The pad counts are so fun, yeah. Alright, looks like the ads are heading. I need to visit another region out here, but I have to stop for this box on 2 Earth-like worlds in one system. Let's go. That's extra rare. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm pretty satisfied with my recent Earth-like discovery, though. Let's just to put it lightly. Holding the record for the lowest Earth-like. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'll ever one up that. I think I've peaked. Like, how do you top that? Maybe I need to go find the highest one, too. That would be so great, holding highest and lowest somehow, if that...
Docking request denied. Docking request granted.
And I hope EDSM's thing updates soon, too, because I want that badge. I want the badge. I mean, Spanish already confirms it's the lowest, so... Oh, Anthros apparently, because I guess Orange scanned some sort of record for a gas giant like 2 hours before I did. And his updated, but mine hadn't. I don't know. I still have proof it was the record holder, though, so... I want the badge, though. Give me the badge, Anthor. Got 58% construction now. And we need more things. I'm going to continue being at the same place. Titanium. I need a lot of titanium, so that's definitely going to be there.
Release. Engines engaged.
Alright, looks like the ad should be over. Now we'll make another run here. Pick up another load in the Feline Shaver 9000. go.
Logan Peterson, Foxtrot Sierra 9. Please comply with flight regulations as you approach the station, Commander. Request approved. Cleared for landing on docking bay 2-4.
Bit of a question involving an unwise in-game purchase you're about to make. Oh, what's that?
Docking request cancelled.
Pick up the gold paint job for the
Set down on landing pad 02.
Crapsian ex-pooper. I don't know. Do you not like the ship? Or do you like the ship? I don't know. With a name like that, I can't tell. The gold or the I imagine the chrome would go so hard on it though. But the gold could go real good too. Yeah, it looks like the hardpoint convergence is fairly good on it, right?
Taking damage.
Wait, $500 gold mechs in MWO? Gross. Did they really charge $500 for a skin?
System shut down.
Yeah, it really looks like honestly, it's a intended role. I don't really particularly. And besides the Caspian only systems, I just don't see myself using it as a normal explorer though. But it looks like it make a really good like multi-role, especially with how easily it can get around the bubble with the 4x White Dwarf boosts as well. You know, because you're getting neutron ranges off of White Dwarfs, you can just get around everywhere. Yeah, because it's like, yeah, like from Keltum, I can get to Algenib in 2 jumps. I just go LHS 1734 and then just straight to Algenib. Like, I still need to, I'll need to plan. They updated the Spanish thing, but for the optimistic galactic plotter, it still wasn't taking White Dwarfs into account with this Caspian, which is kind of unfortunate too. Because I put some test routes in there. It's like, well, you could have shortened this by like 6 jumps by using a white dwarf and another white dwarf. Like, I don't know why it's not doing that. They need to update the Galactic Plotter 2 so that if it's a Caspian, it takes into account white dwarfs for that kind of thing. Because, yeah, huge range boost with white dwarfs. But I'll probably do a speed run at some point on the Colonia just to see what it does. I bet someone's gonna have an even faster record than me, honestly, but I just want to see. Right, like I'd grabbed the I had some spare arcs, so I grabbed the copper and black one the day before the gold and silver came out. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, now that Spanish is up, people have probably already done it. But yeah, around 40 makes about sense what I'm seeing, because the Spanish route was given like 50 jumps natively, but it's like, okay, so I know I could definitely use white dwarfs to skip definitely a few of those. Want to drive what, the Caspian like a semi? This year the Panthers are Space Kenworth W900. See, I need to do a lot of engineering too, Rinsler, because see, I have a slightly unique problem with my Caspians too. Is there's 7 other, or actually there's 8 other, sorry, Caspian only systems that I want to hit that are even lower than that one I already got the lowest Earth-like in. So now I got the itch to go check all those out too, see if I get any crazy luck on those. So I'm building and engineering 7 identical Caspians. Because you can charge and store them all on the thing. That way I don't have to jump the carrier back and forth from like a base camp to the neutron star to the base camp, jump into a system, fly the carrier to the neutron star, then back to the base camp, jump into the system, fly the neutron star back. That way I can just have them. I can just go base camp to base camp to base camp. Yeah, the lowest Earth-like is in a Caspian only system. It was it 21503? I think it was 21503. This one, right? Yeah. It's 21503. The map's bad for scrubbing. There was the 2611. 6. Yep. HD 20611. What were the numbers there? Yeah, 8. So, and then I don't remember the actual name of. Yeah, HD 20611, HD 21503. Right. Then hold on, I have to look up the other one. Base camp was. It's funny because I'm going back to the space camp too. There's another Caspian only system off of it. 1754. No. Oh, HD 16851. Where is that going? Okay, that way you can kind of visualize this easier because the visual limit. So yeah, HD 16851 can be reached by carrier. It's kind of a circuitous route. It comes down here and then it kind of goes like that to get to it. But then it's a 534 light year jump to this system, HD 20611. So that's Caspian only system. I don't have the map because it's on my other account. Actually, I don't know because I self-destructed technically. I probably don't have the map on that account either anymore too. And then from there, it's this 168 light, or no, 148. What was it? It required a premium inject. I think it's 168. 168 light years to HD 21503. From that, only way to reach that. And that actually had the Earth-like in it, and it was at negative 3388 on the coordinates, and the prior record for lowest Earth-like was negative 3381. Howdy, Borsch, how's it going? So that's how we got that record, was one of those. And we're gonna hit some more of those. See what we luck out on. Has a water world in it too. It was really cool because it was so crazy because I was like right before I'm like, oh, we're pretty low. I wonder how low this probably isn't, but what's the lowest water world? And then like I hit the Earth, like I'm like, what? No way. I was like stunned for a moment. Like there's probably like how close are we to being the lowest Earth? Like there's probably, and I was like, I even said on the stream, I was like, oh, there's probably a lower one, but I just want to see how close we are. And then I look and I see the negative 3381. I'm like, what? No way. Like I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Learning about colonization. Yeah, that's what we're doing actually right now. Colonization is it gets kind of complex to build those systems out properly too. That's what the Raven Colonial tool is for. A lot of nice third-party tools and stuff. That Raven Colonial, that seems to be a really good one for that. It's kind of what I have on my laptop side monitor over there. Like your lack of reaction to the DSS. Well, I knew too. I was just stunned. Like I was just like, huh? I was like, what? I just my disbelief mode was just like, isn't more like the I'm not the oh my gosh yeah cheer whatever person. I'm just like, huh, what? Like I've just had that kind of surprise person as you probably saw on that stream. post your shit here and people filled the orders. And people technically can. Ravenclaw, I don't think necessarily people will fill the orders. There's other places you can advertise for people to fill your orders, though. Raven Colonial is more just it's a good planning tool. That's why I used it for with Algedib in here. And here's not much of a plan. I just this one's just getting the Universal Cartographics available with a large port around a water world. More than anything on this one. If it was anything else besides a water world, like I would have started just with Coriolis to have it quite simple, you know. Yep, just hauling back and forth pretty much. Nice relaxing hauling. And you get profit from hauling too. It's not terribly much profit, but you do get it gives you a profit. They pay more than you generally will be paying for stuff. So, and we have the squadron perk for increasing said profit for colonization deliveries active at the moment, I believe. So at least you end up making your money back a little bit. Not meta by any means, but you know, hey, you get to have your own station that you can call your own that you built.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Trade's kind of a finicky one with that too. I mean, you get the expansion mining, quote unquote mining missions, that give like 50 million credits. Those happen sometimes. Oh, as in like finding some of the rare jewels, like something in like a infrastructure failure system that sells really high. Build a station would be CAs and Torvals. So it would sort of. Not Torvals though. That one it doesn't pull in automatically. But if you colonize, it depends on how you colonize off. Like, so if you colonize off of an actual CA system, because this is our down here near the system Algenib and all these green marks, you'll see it in your game too. All these, this is our secondary bubble, and all those green ones are colonies that someone in our ranks did. You can find a system within 15 light years of one of those. You can chain off of that, claim it, and since we control pretty much all these ones as a controlling faction in those, you'll colonize it as CEA, and they'll be the controlling faction in the colony when it's made. Now, if you went just somewhere random and decided to make a colony, you found somewhere like, you know, here or something. We'll just zoom in. You decided to randomly find a system next to this one. You're like, oh, I'm going to colonize that. It would, whatever faction leads us, whatever this independent communist is, they'd be created as the controlling faction. But since you're in our squadron, CEA, Psychiatric Institutions Limited, as our linked faction, would be pulled in as the third faction. On a soup name related system somewhere. Yeah, a lot of the cut, like the ones that have like their own actual names are probably taken, but you could probably find something, because you got the what is it, I'm in the when you go in realistic, right, you got this naming conventions, the procedural generation naming convention there, where it's like a kind of a nonsense word, and then it's letter dash letter space letter number, possibly a dash and more numbers. So you could probably find something that has like SO-P, I imagine. You know, like assuming the dash is a U, and then you could make a bunch of soup named systems in there to drive home the reference, I imagine. Yeah, when you colonize minor, I said that horribly. Minor faction in charge of the system you colonize from will be in the charge of the new system. But whatever faction your squadron is tied to, which is CA Psychiatric Institutions Limited in our case, or CAK, will bring you with you in third place, if it's not already a controlling faction. And second place is some other random faction from that, is whoever the second place faction is in that system you colonized from. First outpoint will be a ramen cart. Yeah, we have a in one of our systems actually down there in that bubble. Yeah, was it 86 Pegasus? I don't have the map though on this account because I didn't actually visit it on this character yet, I think. Yeah, I don't have the system. It's one of the ones we just randomly chained to, but I was going to build some more stuff in there because the station that it gave us for the initial construction, it named Burger Town. I'm like, I just have to make it a food themed system now. It's the oven because it's a huge star. So I just like, yeah, I was gonna throw some extra stuff in there at some point named after food. I just got so much, so many systems calling. We got Distant Worlds 3 coming up, and their launching point is from out here in. Where is Bernard's Loop? How do you lose that thing? Where? There it is. It's just hiding from us, apparently. This World 3 is launching from here, I think. No. Did I bookmark it? I thought I had. I thought I had put my Sidewinder there. Didn't I? Okay, it must be. It's somewhere. It's like right next to there. It's this system, I think. I think they're launching from there. They just didn't have a station in it with a shipyard yet. This World 3 is launching from like there, and we got a system of ours like right here. Is one of our systems. So I was going to build that up before Distant World 3. That way CEA can also have we'll have a little base camp of our own near the launch point. Yeah, so many map pins. Yeah, a lot of those colonies are Tezzies that in their secondary bubble. Because I got so many. I got Kelt 2A I need to build, and I got that water world. It's like so. I just like ooh, that system looks cool. Ooh, that system looks cool. Ooh, that system. And then now I'm like, oh god, now I have to build them all. And that's a lot of how much work it is to build up one system. So I still need to finish Algenib too at this point. All right, FWW. There we go. I got our Discord link too. That's where our squadron as well as just our channel and Twitch stuff in general. For anyone who's curious, we'll post our schedules and stuff in there in case anyone doesn't already have it. Or if you're looking for a squadron as well, we got one. Yeah, because I don't think the system name itself, unless you do the SO-P thing, it probably won't be soup in it. But yeah, you can pretty much name the stuff whatever you want. Drop your PTN squadron droid. You know you want to. We got club jackets. They have really long sleeves, but they are club jackets. Also ignore the buckles on the back. We also upholster your bedrooms. Every single surface in it. Oh, there's a Raman system. It's probably popular. A lot of those custom names are, I imagine. But it could be like a... Man, let's see. Is it populated? Ramen. Independent. Yeah, okay, so it's already populated. Was it a colony? Or was it a pre-exist? It was a pre-exist. But what you could do if there's a... let's see. Hold on. Well, that's kind of close-ish. So around there, there's probably there may be some factions that are native to the ramen system. Let me see if I can find the names of those out using a search. Yeah, so you'd have like there's a faction called Natural Ramen Movement, Ramen United Solutions, Progressive Party of Ramen. So some of those might exist in neighboring systems, possibly. Oh, they're only in like one system. You might be able to find us, and then 15 light years from one of the systems they're in. I could also, if you want, what could actually work too. If you really wanted to go with that, too, because what we can do if you really wanted is like to have that faction too. It wouldn't have CA pull in, but what I could do is like the moment, like right before you deliver your final load, I think it's possible. I'd be able to technically go in here. No, not in here. Somewhere in here. Yeah, I'd be able to technically, if like. You really wanted that faction, I could totally, like, right before, oh, do I have to be allied? I have to be allied, apparently. Why is it only giving me 5? Oh, there's all those. Okay. That dude faction must be ones I'm only allied with, then. I'd have to be allied with them, but, like, potentially, I could, like, right before you deliver your last load, just change that over to that faction and pull it in as third. But you might be able to find a system within 15 light years of one of theirs if you wanted to. HR 8016 is closest to our Kelt 2A cluster. Yeah, we have another cluster. We need to build at some point too. We got a really interesting system, a pair of systems here. We got to build them. So we got Kelt 2A, right? And there's another system called Kelt 2B. Let's see where that is. There it is. Right on top of each other. Because it's supposed to be a binary star in real life. It just, for some reason, when it pulled the data from Simbad Strasbourg, it treated it as two different systems. But it put them at the same exact location. So they're really weird because you can't actually jump. You can if you get lucky, but you really can't directly jump from Kelt 2A to 2B or vice versa. Because the point where it wants you to aim to jump to the system is inside the star. And so it's like, oh, it's obscured no matter where you go. So we got that, and it's kind of cool because it's Kelt 2, so it's like this sci-fi version of like New Keltum. Our home system is Keltum. So we also got stuff out there near Kelt 2A that works. I think that's where the Earthlight I need to build. Didn't want to play it. Arse to free name your first station with the random button until it came up with love holdings. Right? Okay. The random thing comes up with some good names once, like I had the best one ever, I think, so far in this system, right? Just the most appropriate combination of the first word with the most appropriate thing to put to that first word. Roddenberry Enterprise. I can't get any better than that for combining whatever word to put there after Roddenberry. Like, yes. You're not Odin anything until you leave Sinwefi. No, do anything. Is this some Norse mythology pun? Yeah, because we have the Guardian stuff too, and I can show you that one of these nights. It doesn't necessarily have to be during a stream either, but you know, if you're ever around for that, I can always show them, give it as a tutorial too. But either way works. I mean, I'm free after work. I'll be free like most days, Sunday too. Supe? Probably also. That's the thing. Like a lot of those ones that have a name are probably going to be populated. Yeah, see, it has a independent cooperative in it. But yeah, you might have. Let's take a look here at unclaimed though near it. Oh, yeah, you know what? That's maybe within 15. Let's look at that. Here, hold on. Let me copy that real quick. Hop over to the Discord. We have a bot that can actually measure distances. Where's our bot commands channel? Private botting, I guess. Okay. .13 light years. So yeah, like maybe perhaps I don't know what's in this system. Let's see what Inara says is in here. Because you could possibly pull Soupy faction from there. Bodies. So it looks like it's just stars. So it's not necessarily the best system, but if you want some soup puns, it could work. Cause Soupe. It's actually the thing is it's not necessarily the controlling faction of the system you colonize from. That'll be the first one. It's whichever faction owns the facility you are colonized from. So you could get a Soupy faction. Hold on. You could have the Soupy Legal Company or the Allied Soupy Autocracy or the Workers of Soupy Progressive Party or just Soupy PLC. Yeah, Rahman is pretty good too, though. But yeah, Rahman you could maybe find. Doesn't look like there would be anything within 15 specifically from it, but maybe there's something within 15 of an unpopulated system that has one of those ramen factions. I don't know. Yeah, only the first player to start calling gets the right to set up new facilities. Yeah. But yeah, it could be an option, I guess, if you can't find one with ramen. Is there a chili system? There was like I guess not. I thought that I remember seeing one that was like Chowda and spelled weird. Somewhere you could regex search. Oh, I don't know if you could do it by regex. Anywhere, though. Place you can definitely search. I just don't know by regex. But what you could do is EDSM.net has their database downloadable in, I think it's JSON format. Tools. Where was their nightlies? Nightly dumps. There we are. Systems with coordinates. Yeah, there we go. So you could actually, yeah, JSON format. So you could actually go in there and you can actually download EDSM's database. And then you could put it into something that can regex it. Because that's how, some of the people already know I plan the expeditions, the Celebration for Astronomy expeditions. We focus on like the real catalog stars. And so I actually have a Excel sheet. Let's actually get a window and show this. We're getting close to the end of time too, so I don't know how many hauls we're going to get. Window capture. Let me open this up real quick. Trim systems while that opens. Big ol' Excel window there, right? Where's my game capture is there? Okay. And it's loading. It's still loading. I started loading this thing before I even what that you see down there? It's opening. It's opening this big boy. It's how big is this sheet? I can't remember. And games interest. There, it's finally loaded. This is a 85 megabyte file. Why? Because, well, we got, I was doing some stuff in there earlier. Let's see, we'll clear that. We got row 1, right? And my process is going to just cook here on, undoing that for a moment. There we go. This is a spreadsheet that will 100% an i7 14th gen. And row 147,696. I have a whole database, and this actually could pull from an Access database of 146,000 systems, and these are all the known so far systems in the game that do not follow that procedural generated sort of format, that whole blah blah blah, letter dash letter space letter number. And the way we did that is had someone actually do a regex grep against the database and delete any records that matched that pattern. So you definitely can download EDSM's database and do a regex thing. I've done it. Had someone else do it for me, but I did it. And this is part of how I plan the celebration of early astronomy expeditions. Did Nightly stop playing Blink? That's a good question. At that point, I didn't know they actually had that issue then. Yeah, we got the map there. This will pop in there. But say I'm like, okay, well, we got on our inputs. I'm like, oh, well, I'm looking for something between, arbitrarily. I don't know what the chords are for those. Let me grab them real quick. I have to actually manually get those chords. Polonia's chords. Every time I change these numbers, it's because my process will go to 100 for like a second. You see it's calculating down there. Hopefully my stream's not sounding horrible when I do this. It's probably not the best thing to be running the spreadsheet while I'm streaming. How's my audio? Is my audio horrible when I do this? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to overload the auto processing because of that or anything. Sounds okay. Good. So it's because literally, I have an i7 14700K in this spreadsheet. Whenever I change these, because it has to do all these multiple rows of calculations for 146,000 rows. Yeah, my processor goes 100% for a few seconds. It's a big sheet. You can see I tab off. Now it's calculating. And it's 80%. There we go. Now it's done. I can enter the next cell. That's how absurd this sheet is. It's not too RAM hungry. It's actually interesting. It's mainly cache hungry when it has to do that stuff. It doesn't really, it only really increased the RAM by a gig, which is a lot, I guess, to be fair, for an Excel sheet, but not as crazy as you'd think. Right, so we get the map there, and then what I can do, so I have all these different calculations and formulas, and I can be like, what I want to be like, okay, so I need to find, a real star system that's, it's somewhere along that line, but it'll only be, say, increase the distance for the route, 500 light years. Right? So the deviation has a formula that calculates that, right? It'd be like, less than 500. There we are. Where's less than? Put 500 in there. And it's basically a formula that goes, okay, calculate the line distance between point A and point B, and then calculate the line distance if you have that as a point, between those two, and finds the difference. And then so you go on the back on the map, and now you can see there's like I've made a column of sorts from the bubble out to Colonia, and you can see a few systems there because Colonia has its own, all the name stuff. And then other systems along there, and then, yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, negative 8188, where's that at? That's unfortunate, is that I can't really label that well. Like, 8188, okay, cool, that's Dr. K's heart. And then, yeah, I just do a lot of that back and forth as I plan the routes for CA. Colonia is like a secondary little bubble of colonized systems. I mean, I guess there's colonization now. This was like before colonization, actual NPC made systems out there, like 22,000 light years from Sol out that way. And let's pop that out of there. See if we can get one more load in here. Where are we? We are in the system we need to pick up some, so we'll do that real quick. But yeah, so there was a Jacques Station. The guy that owned Jacques Station, Jacques, was like, I'm gonna jump. He wanted to jump his station. He had like strapped hyperdrives to his station and was going to jump it all the way across the galaxy to a place called Beagle Point, which is one of the furthest systems from Sol. It's like on the direct opposite side of the galaxy from Sol, out here. Binding, I don't even remember now. Okay. Jazz must be going to Beagle Point. Okay, so Beagle Point's there. It's like the exact opposite side of the galaxy. He wanted to jump his station there, and he strapped hyperdrives to it and went to do it, but then the station never showed up in Beagle Point, and it was a mystery of where he went. And then later on, another player happened to stumble across his station in a derelict state in a random system in the Eel Prow Nebula. And the whole community effort to repair his station and all this stuff and make other systems around there. So that's what Colonia is. Kind of the original colonies before actual player-controlled colonies came to exist.
Sierra 9. Conflict established. Please approach the station at a safe speed and give way to larger vessels, Commander. Request approved. Adjust heading for approach to pad 09.
Yeah, as Zada said, yeah, Ramen's been popular by a player faction, yeah. But he still might be able to colonize with one of the sub-factions, because as mentioned, it's not the controller of the system's not the one that appears necessarily as the first. It just happens like that because most people just go to the main station to go to their system colonization claim. But it's rather you can go to a station owned by one of the sub-factions and colonizes them by using their colonization contact. So it could be possible that, you know, if they have one of the Robin factions owns something there, they can get a colonization contact from. Because that's a mechanic we used when we were starting our secondary bubble down there, is we colonized off of Spinner March's Alliance Concern, and then we made ourselves a surface base before we took control of the system ourselves, because there was a bug at the time where wars were frozen. So we made ourselves a surface base so that we could colonize as ourselves before we had control of the system.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Oh, wait, what were wild size disparities? Right, Arc controlled your system had to make a military settlement with small pads. That was first.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, because yeah, Arc has like a few systems out there. Yeah, and when we started, we colonized off of when we did that first jump off of the pre-populated systems. It was with Spinward March's Alliance concern, and then we had to make the military base Ratchet's Regiment there in that one system. And then I remember because I was like, okay, everyone, we're gonna start the mini bubble, but make sure you get you go to Ratchet's Regiment specifically. I had to make in the post what I was telling people, like, make sure you go there. Bless Big Query for 10 gigabit free per table. Yeah, you just the one that's like systems with coordinates is probably just one you need because you just want a table, a list of the names. Really, is all you need. So you don't need a lot of that extra data. You just want a list of names effectively. But yeah, it is just, yeah, there's crazy massive because that 146,000 is just the ones that have special names or catalog stars or special names. Over to the lagoons at Lagoon. We'll see what we actually managed to, despite all the distractions, see how far we got on this station. They just didn't forget about disabling the colony context clue. They forgot about smack. Well, I don't think it wasn't necessarily that they forgot. They used the same criteria because that's why I had the thought before the colonization. I was like, maybe we can colonize off there. They used the same criteria that they used back when player minor faction, the applications to be able to make a player minor faction were existed, because they had it then that the system you selected to put your player minor faction in had to be within 350 light years from Sol. Those Spinward March's Alliance systems were also were known to be the furthest systems from Sol that had a player minor faction inserted into them, because they were just shy of 350 light years. And so that's why when colonization came out, I was like, I wonder if they're using the same range to define the bubble. And they were. Yeah, I know, I was still so annoyed at it because we have our squadron carrier, which let me get away from that before I go into that. So we have our squadron carrier that I named C.A. Pinel after Felipe Pinel. Right. But I wanted to name it Freudian Ship. I wanted it to be called the Freudian Ship for CEA Psychiatric Institutions. It wouldn't let me do ship. Ship, naughty word, not allowed in Elite. Something in here is too low for your squadron. If any of these words. Failure for you to place your squadron. You need only pledge your support to the cause of Utopia and spread its message across the galaxy as far as humanly possible. Yeah, I had a mission statement too. I was trying to input once before, and I kept around the whole thing, and it was like nothing seemed to be profanity. So we have our mission statement in there now. Hold on, let me. Like, it's a modification of what we had. So we had like here. It's treating research in cosmopsychosis with a state of, all right, here, yeah, and down here we're like research and treatment of cosmopsychosis, aka space madness. Before I had typed that out as also known as space madness, and it kept flagging it. The issue was as space, as space, it was flagging as ass. It didn't care that there was a space in there. It's like, oh, AS space ace. The AS space S, you're obviously trying to say ass. I was so annoyed at that too. That's why I had to change it to AKA. You can't do also known as with a word afterwards that starts with an S.
Docking request granted.
I still need to go in and just fix that one sort of typo that I have in there. As I put, our governance as care model, but then I did the parenthesis GAAC when it really should just be GAC. Kind of making fun of like sales as a service.
Landing gear deployed.
But it's not governance as a care, it's governance as care.
Hull integrity compromised. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Oh, I could do governance as a treatment. The problem is I don't have the letters for that. That mission statement already is exactly 500 characters. Is the problem. But yeah, governance as a treatment would possibly GAAP would work. Won't let you paste it. Yeah, you have to type it. It's so annoying when I was having to fix. I had to type it every time. And I was like, because I was having to do like one sentence at a time. But like, okay, boo, is that where it is? No, okay, is that where the profanity is? Boo. But then I finally got to where it was like, also known as space madness. It's like, oh, that's profane. I'm like, are you serious? Is it also known as space? And I put that in. It's like, yup. I was like, oh my god. All right, let's see who is live to raid out to then. I think we got I think I saw a bit ago that Bacardi San was streaming. Let's we'll verify that's still going. All right, there we go. Yep, copy your raid messages there. Looks like they're out doing some exploration, Bacardi San. Raid going there. Another wonderful Elite Dangerous streamer out doing some exploration exobiology, it looks like, in Blia AO Ben MB B130. Easily rememberable system name, right? Get the raid messages there. I have a copy myself. And then otherwise, we'll be live tomorrow as well. Maybe doing some Elite, maybe doing some Cyberpunk. I'm not sure which yet. We'll see how that goes, what we want to get up to. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.